What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning to another episode of Right on Cue Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Logan Chestnut, Small Batch Barbecue. Joining me tonight is my barbecue brother, Mr. AJ Johnson with the Norella Barbecue team. First time, long time, AJ, man. It's been a minute.
Been a minute, man. Busy life. What you been up to?
I know, dude. Isn't that the most lame excuse we give each other as adults?
But it's true. It's true.
It's true, but it's also lame.
It is. Like
every time I'm like, I see somebody that haven't talked forever, or we can live in the same city. Like, man, it's been so busy. I'm like, who hasn't been?
Right. It's like just the way of life.
We're all busy. No, man. What's up, TNS, man? Good to see you, buddy. I always love having you on here. I know, dude. That man's right on dot. He is on first every time. First.
Ready.
No, man. Dude, I miss you, man. I seeing you yesterday was good for my heart.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. When I walked out the trailer and I just seen your eyes light up, I was like, "There's my buddy, my little big buddy."
The Jolly Gate Giant coming on down to see you, man. That's me, man. That's me. No, it was great seeing you. I told my wife, I said, man, I'm gonna leave early so I can get lunch. I timed it just about right. I got there around 11:30. I'm like, you know what? Everybody's going to be everybody's going to have their food ready. I'm be ready to taste it. So it was great seeing you and all my Alabama crew. I haven't got to see much this fall,
for sure.
But the weather sucked.
It did. Saturday was nice, but Sunday, you know how it is. Like Garrett said, man, he can't put in a contest without rain. So
every time, dude,
it's what it is.
Yeah, Garrett's. It's really cold or rainy, but it's always a great time.
For sure.
What was that one that had the dumpster fire? That was actually good weather.
That was good weather.
Was that spring?
Yes, that was in May. You talking about the fire that you actually started?
No, it was not me. That was not me. Okay. I would claim it at this point. I think the statute of limitations would pass, but I don't think that was me.
Man, I don't
I still laugh.
How we didn't wake up with the fire.
That's hilarious. They woke up and saw the dumpster on fire. Dude, did you see the next day though? That thing was clean.
Oh yeah, it was super clean.
Like it was super clean. All the rats and stuff are gone. I mean, whoever did it, they should thank them because it was
thanks,
on. I'll need to confirm more than I. That happened. I was asleep. I don't know. What's up, Michael? No, man, it was good. So let's talk about the comp this past weekend, man. It was a last chance dance, or was that it?
Oh yeah, the last chance points dance.
Yeah, in the beautiful city of Cleveland, Alabama. I mean, I thought Cleveland, Ohio couldn't get no prettier, but then I visit Cleveland, Alabama, and boy, like, let me tell you what, buddy,
they want to open up.
I'm kidding you. Cleveland, Ohio is probably the dumpster fire of. Speaking of dumpster fires, like Cleveland, Ohio is the dumpster fire of America.
Right.
It's so bad. Like if you say, I'll give you $10 million, but you can only stay in Cleveland, Ohio the rest of your life, I'd be like, no, thank you. Hard pass.
Like negative.
The Cavaliers, Browns, they're both hot garbage in that city in general. So it suits. But no, man. So it was a good time. It's a great area for that contest. And Gareth, as always, he does more for Alabama backyard than anybody in the country. So awesome to see everybody. Great contest. Shout out 931 for GCing that bad boy. And Robert and Lex, man, they GC'd the day before. So
sure,
it was awesome to see them down there as well. But no, yeah, I'm excited. I got some barbecue stuff coming up first time in 4 months. I don't know. Big show, baby.
The big show.
You too, buddy. I don't know exactly. I don't know what to do. Like, it's first time at the Royal. So if you're listening or watching and you're gonna be at the Royal, make sure to track me down. I'm gonna be cooking with my boy Cotton Barbecue. Love to see you. Look for the tall, obnoxious, loud guy. Can't miss me. It's pretty easy to find. I want to bring my speaker. Cotton, my personality here.
Totally
like
different.
Ebony and Ivory, we blend together well, but we're different.
Right.
So I'm curious to see how he reacts to my speakers and stuff playing Spice Girls or the Lion King at 7 a.m.
Yeah, Cotton is gonna go crazy.
Oh, he loves
dude.
Dude, and God forbid we get a square trophy.
Oh man, it'd be awesome.
Kansas City would not be ready for that version of Logan. Like that version of Logan and my version now, they're not the same people. So whatever he does, I'm not responsible for. That's what I tell my wife all the time. Like, honey, that was drunk Logan. Drunk Logan is a different person. I don't like him. But this guy, he loves you. He's your husband.
That's right. Kelly is probably looking at this like, "Yep, you're in trouble now, buddy."
Oh, 100%. I don't want to hear it, man. When you get on the sauce, you're like a modified Brewski. Running around the casino down there and running out there, Poots Q yelling "Roll Tide" the whole time. You're an Auburn fan,
man. I'm doing it though.
When you passed out, I should have made you do white face. I guess you wake up the next day, you white face.
Real.
No, man. I'm excited, man. Like Cotton was telling me about all the ancillaries and stuff. We're doing up there, so we're not doing the invitation. We're just doing the open. And so I'm like, well, hell, we're doing all the ancillaries on Saturday. So I'm over here like, what is it? He's like, it's vegetables and potatoes. I'm like, that's the same thing, right? I'm over here like, damn it. And then he's like sausage. I'm like, all right, you got that. And then there's a bunch of stuff. I'm like, we're doing it all. I'm like, is there not like a protein one, like a steak or something? Like, I was like, have some fun with it, but I don't know. I'll make sure I stop at Publix on the way up there and pick me up a good cheesecake.
That's right.
Sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. With a 180. No, dude, that's the thing about the Royal. Something that big. It doesn't matter if you get a 180, man. You're still flip of a coin. You don't know. You could be first or you could be 14th. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But 15th place with a 180.
That's right. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. So hopefully good weather. Hopefully it won't be too cold. I'll be driving my car up there. Hopefully it don't break down. Be good to go. But no, man. Oh, speaking of, like, I was thinking about, when I first met you and Sip and Swan down there in Georgia, and how many great cooks there are from that state, and how hard of a area it is to cook down there, man. I'm definitely excited to start cooking down there maybe next year. See if they'll show me a little more love. But one of my favorite teams from the great state of Georgia is joining us tonight. I love them to death. They're some of the first teams I talked to whenever I had that old CTO on my back of my trailer that first time before it decided to do the stanky leg and hobble all the way back. There's nothing scarier than you look back in your barbecue trailer and you see your $8,000 smoker doing this, trying to wobble off. That whole trip was a mess, but they tried to help me out, learn how to do a CTO. I mean, I can never master as good as these guys do. They're amazing cookers and even better people. So I am so honored to have them on the show. Without further ado, let me introduce you people to the lovely couple of Smoking Sweetmeats, Trey and Meg Terry. What's up, guys?
Hey, man. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing great.
Peachy keen.
You had me in stitches, man. That was hilarious intro.
Dude.
Yes.
Oh,
right.
it was, dude. It was so bad. It looked like a limp leg. Like, there's nothing scary if you look behind your trailer and you see something like fly. Like, that's another thing I did on that trip. I didn't know the CTO. I thought those little latches would hold driving down the street, and they don't. Like, I literally had somebody stop me. Goes, hey, there's your grill. Like, I had the flaps were wide open and the grates were shaking their way out. I'm like, oh crap!
Mine actually came out.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Yeah. You've had that happen before?
Well, yeah, I've had where I don't know that they came loose or I never latched them, but they definitely vibrated their way out to where Meg's like, I hate this look on her face when something's not right.
I don't know with her poker face.
I'll see her. She'll be like walking back, coming back, and I'm like, something's not right. Of course, it was just a matter of putting them back, but we could have lost them, no doubt.
The cover was on.
Yeah,
the cover.
That's probably the only thing that saved you was the cover. Honestly, I didn't have the cover. Like, it's stainless steel. It ain't gonna rust. I don't need a cover.
Yeah,
I did. And then after that, I strapped it down with the cover on. I'm like, screw this.
There you go.
Yeah, we've almost lost a drum.
So you have to tell me, what is this square trophy you're talking about?
Oh yeah, that's the mythological American Royal, trophy.
Oh, that one. So
Yeah.
would you put it on is that what you're saving all that room for behind you?
No, that's all my awards. That's all the awards I've won this year. I mean, if you see you guys, you got your award. AJ's got his, Hall of Fame. This is all the ones I've won.
Yeah.
I'm just here for a good time, I'm here for Shiggin. No, that square trophy, you don't want to know where I'll put that thing.
Yeah.
I may kick my wife out of bed and sleep with it.
Man.
That's okay.
That's like, yeah. I don't know what I'd do. Like that's like I was talking about. I always talking to everybody. I'm like, Grant from QU, the infamous double header world championship. I'm like, I don't know how I would survive that weekend. Like, there's probably a 98% chance I would have gotten arrested for drunken disorderly or something would have happened to me in Kansas City Speedway where I wouldn't be welcome back if that would have happened. And that'd have been totally fine. Like, I could walk away and never cook another piece of barbecue in my life and just be totally happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, man, how you guys been, dude? I love seeing you guys. I was so happy to see y'all at the Jack. I mean, of course you're there because you're of that caliber and those heavy hitters, man. You fit in there like swimwear.
Well, I don't know about
We were
that.
lucky. We were lucky.
They were lucky to be with you. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And you have your crew too. That's a crazy thing, man. I mean, going to the Jack, it's mostly luck unless you're, Brad Leininger and just said, hold my beer and let me get qualified by, March when everybody else is just starting. But yeah, I mean, just getting your bung draw. If you're getting your bung draw, I mean, it's, spin the bottle.
Well, we were lucky enough with Greenwood that it was automatic this year.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to go through the drama.
That's awesome.
And honestly, we've been lucky enough, and it really is luck, but we've been lucky enough to go 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 of those 4
We're South Carolina.
were South Carolina.
Union.
Yeah,
very
but with
first
one
grand,
right, but with just $1 grand.
with just $1 grand, and then Greenwood twice.
Yeah, so with just $1 grand, we were able to get, the draw.
Was that your first grand?
Our first grand, we got drawn for the Jack.
Man,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Dude, that's what happened with Colby down there in Georgia.
Yeah, well, that was in 2002. That was before,
Okay.
Look,
that was a long time ago.
They send it. We didn't even know anything about it. We got this big 9x12 envelope in the mail with your bung.
Yeah, well, everything by mail,
Everything was by mail. And when we went, they didn't have any, the pomp and circumstance they have now. So we didn't even have a barrel head from back then because they didn't do it.
Right.
There was no barbecue on the hill. There was none of that kind of stuff. So when we were able to go in 21, almost 20 years later, we tried doing everything. And it was, we didn't realize how much, they did there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it was nice to actually have 4 Georgia teams there this year.
Yeah. I mean, y'all killed it.
Babies, Adam and Tanya, and then of course, Carrie, having 4 Georgia teams, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Were y'all represented the most at any state? I was trying to think. Texas.
No, Texas, they have they don't have a bag of bungs. They have like a suitcase of bungs.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
That's what they say, but don't believe it.
No. they can leave that. They can leave that. Which sloppy Joe they call chili down there all day long. Chili has beans. Yeah, Texas chilies is just sloppy Joe meat. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Chili's got to have beans. I said it.
Have beans in it. 100%.
I'm pissing off all my Texas fans. You know what? It's fine. I'm here for it. Bring it.
Oh boy, yeah, that's a tough one right there.
I'll say the words. Trey.
I love
sloppy
Joes. Well, originally from Texas, and I never, so beans was one of those things you never did, but it's fine with. It doesn't hurt anything. That's what you like. But my thing was we've been 4 times and it's been very consistent that we sucked there at the Jack. We have never, it's like we go in pretty positive, feeling good. We're on a roll. We got, maybe $1 grand or 2, and then we get there and 60th. And everything I turned in, I was just thrilled with. I wasn't jumping up and down. There wasn't anything that I didn't like. And I never do go in there any contest thinking, that I just like, okay, I liked it, so we got a chance. We got a chance to get somewhere, and it's like, okay, well, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Then you go through your whole progress of trying to talk yourself down.
Talking about it, well, it was fine, no matter what.
It was fun
every year. He says we are not going back again, unless they invite us.
Yeah,
and then we go
every year. That's one thing you cancel plans for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, but I don't know. It's just something that, and our score showed some good judges and some showed that maybe it was a first timer. I don't know. I mean, everybody's boxes and everybody cooks so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, I think it's a tough job for the judges to figure out,
sure,
the top, because Ryan King, obviously he's a great cook, and
he's awesome.
and
he's on fire.
Yeah, he's on fire, but once again, he cooks real well. So I don't like to take anything away from that at all with the judging and stuff. So I don't ever complain about that. I try to get something out of it. If I can get a comment card that, even if it's crazy, there's usually something, if you can read between the lines, you can kind of figure out what they're saying.
Yeah.
You'll take something out of it. But yeah, it's a hard one. I would love to get a call there, but after 4 times, I don't know.
There's always the 5th time, Trey. It's the next one's your time to shine.
I told you I ain't ever going back.
Yeah, okay. Until you get your name called, they're like, all right, I'm coming.
Not going back to next year.
Yeah, I mean that's not one you miss. That's not one you ever miss. I mean, that's one.
No. And actually, the first year when we moved down to this house in 21, and we had gotten into, because of course, as soon as you win a grand, the Royal sends you all their stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what. So we signed up for the Royal, and then we got into the Jack, and I was like, we got to pick one. We can't do both. That's crazy. And I was just starting a new job at a school down here. I'm like, I can't take like 3 weeks off to do all this stuff.
Sure you can.
So, lucky my AP at the time actually was from Kansas City. She was all about me going to the Royal, but I was like, we got to pick one. And we did the Jack instead. But I don't know. Every year the Royal stuff comes up. He's like, you want to go? I'm like, I don't know.
We've never been to the Royal.
And we never go because it takes too much time.
Have you not? You've never been to the Royal? Mm-mm. That's crazy to me. As long as you've been, in the game, I would have thought for sure you've been there.
No.
Have y'all ever been to, not cooked it, or maybe you have cooked it, Memphis in May? Had that ever tickled your fancy, helping out here or something?
We started out. One of our first contests was a sanction, a Memphis in May sanction, but not the Memphis in May.
Not the big, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean that's always on every serious barbecuer's bucket list. I feel like if you have a chance, to cook Memphis in May and cook the Royal, or not cook, Memphis in May, the Royal, the Jack. And if somebody ever wants me to come down and pick up trash or make sure your beer is cold at the Houston Rodeo, call me, and I will be there.
Just watching some of the Memphis in May stuff. I mean, that takes a lot of people to pull that off.
Yeah. It does. It takes a
the Jack, you can go with your team or your spouse and compete, but the Jack is they talk about the on-site judging and all that, but don't let there's some influence in there, I think, with who they're judging and a little prejudging there. I think if you're going to cook, if you're going to go and you draw Myron's name or Chris Lilly's name before you get there, you're like, oh, this, as a judge, I think.
Well, now like Blues Hog and all them too. Yeah.
Sure.
That's a lot of work.
It's we weren't made for all that pomp and circumstance.
I told somebody, I said, man, if y'all want to cook and just let me do the dog and pony show at the end, I mean, that's what I'm born for.
Yeah,
definitely let you do that.
I'll name the pig and give it a backstory, and this was my granddaddy's pig, and it came from I'd be like American Idol contest winner telling my sob story, don't kick me out, the judges.
You would be good for that, actually.
It is like the best BS. Best BSer you can get would be.
Oh, that's on my resume, man. Best BSer.
Right. Definitely need that for sure.
Experienced.
I got a doctorate in BS.
Comes natural.
Absolutely. But no, man, guys, for people who are living under a rock and the viewers who are not so familiar with you guys, kind of tell people who you are and where you're from and all that good jazz. Kind of how you got started. I know you have a fun little story about Stone Mountain, right?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
We do. Let's see.
That's how we got our name.
Well, this is
See, I know more about you do, man. I'm a fanboy from way back, man. I watch you on YouTube before I even had my show.
Well, anyway, my name is Trey. This is my wife, Meg. And we're the Smoking Sweetmeats. We've been cooking for
too long,
probably 20 years. And we've been able to see things change quite a bit. I listen to your podcast. I think it's awesome. I think you do a really good job. Both of you guys do a great job. It's entertaining. It's nice to listen to.
Thank you.
And then I hear, like, oh, what's, the next cooker that's going to come along. We've seen all that stuff. We went through staying up all night and everybody's socializing to the, where no one socializes much anymore during the night. They're all sleeping. And then, the drums and the offsets are coming back. It's always going to be something. But yeah, we've been out there for a bit. And a lot of those years, though, we only competed maybe one or two contests. And it was Dillard was one of them, and Stone Mountain was one that we did. And we had that was our first competition was Stone Mountain. Back up, I am originally from Houston, Texas. So what got me going was I used to go to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo as a kid, and I would go buy all those cookers, those teams, and it just looked like so much fun. Even as 12 years old, it looked like fun. Everybody was having a blast. Plus, I like to eat.
Sure.
And it was fun. So when I met Meg and moved here to Georgia, there was a contest at Stone Mountain, and I drove in and I asked how you could compete, and the lady that takes your money to get in the park said, "Oh, you just fill out this form," and we filled it out, and it came to team name, and Maggie just having a marketing background just came up with, well, we had our two little kids with us, Smoking Sweetmeats. Actually, it was Smoking Swanee Sweetmeats is our original team name because we lived in Swanee. And it was funny because we first met Byron Chisholm at Stone Mountain at that contest, and I only cooked brisket. And he was cooking, he had mesquite. And I was like, I'm going to cook what I know, and that's brisket on my little, it's kind of like a charbroiler, but I think it was called a Texas smoker, little offset. You feed like 1,000 pieces of wood and charcoal in it.
Yeah. Non-insulated,
yeah. With mesquite that, people, smells like cow manure at some point.
Oh, yeah.
And we got 10th place with that damn brisket. And that was it. I was like, shit, that was kind of fun. So yeah, that was our very first contest.
Isn't it funny how, like, when you get your first call and the first kind of award, even like you said, 10th place participation trophy, ribbon, it's like, well, this is what I do now. I am a award-winning pitmaster.
No, he was still there with his buddies drinking the beers.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what you should do. Your first contest, you should be more of a beer drinking team than a barbecue team, because that's the funnest ones are the first ones.
Oh yeah.
When you don't care about winning.
Yeah, we don't still hear my best friend eating my chicken on the tailgate of the truck about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And then, like, the next day you're a zombie. Like you're so, you don't know if you're tired, hungover, or what it is. You're just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I learned real quick though that's I got to a point where it was her, because I was having way too much fun, but it was like, let's try not drinking one competition and let's see if we win.
Just what?
And let's see if we win, right? I mean, it's like I was just to the point where when I would wake up that Saturday and I'm trying to help her, she's asking me questions and I can't answer them. I'm like, don't.
I'm like,
Hey, that Bloody Marys come in and like mother's milk. It pulls you over.
And she asked me, so let's just try it one time and let's see if we do any better. And of course, you know what happens, right?
Of course, you always do better.
So, yeah, we did fine, and I felt better. So then I learned, okay, just drink Thursday nights, maybe not Friday night.
He still drank Friday.
I'll say, I'm pretty sure I pushed you
still
on
drink
enough.
Friday
You
night.
drink on Friday night too with you.
But I changed. So I used to drink Grand Marnier.
Oh,
Now you drink
then I
vodka,
would-
Tito's.
Then I would drink that, chase that with a beer.
Fancy.
Oh, dude,
You're bougie.
that'll change your personality, dude.
I used to drink Kessler's. Like I wasn't fancy like Grand Marnier. Like my stuff had one tooth. Like Kessler's mixed whiskey. I mean, that's some bottom gut stuff.
It's rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
My old cooker, you could hear the lid on it when I'm, looking at the charcoal or adding wood or something. I pre-burned all my charcoal before I put it in, and it had this open. You hear that thing going about all night long. People heard that thing opening and closing.
It's so.
I wasn't the only one up. I wasn't the only one up at that time of night. There was people who were always walking around talking to each other.
You're intense. Everyone was intense.
Well, not everybody, but lots of people were just cooking intense, and they were on.
Yeah, well, it's like I remember the first time we did it. It was in a county park. Of course, every time you do competition barbecue, it's always in the fanciest places. So we were in a parking lot at the city park, and I mean, it was like 3 a.m. Of course, sitting by a fire, and we had the smoker going because you got to cook all night, right? I mean, that's just how you low and slow. That's what
that's right.
I was chucking hickory, old like a cartoon locomotive guy, just like Steamboat Willie throwing wood in the damn smoker. And I remember a cop rolling around. They're doing their rounds like 3:30 in the morning. I'm 3 sheets to win, and I'm like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I cut him a piece of brisket that was not kind of raw. Like, you want some brisket? I'll cut it. I don't care. But that was a good time.
There's a lot of those stories, no doubt.
Oh, I love it. Like I said, the first time you shouldn't care about winning. You shouldn't care about anything. Like I think you should just go there and just have fun. Go there to have a good time, and winning's always a consolation prize
for sure.
Yeah, it never was really. I mean, hearing your name called for us was really.
Oh yeah.
We never, of course, you hear people say we don't do it for the money. We never did. Never, still don't. We just like it's about getting the name called, and then it got to where I really just wanted one of those big checks.
Yeah,
I still haven't got one of those yet.
You haven't gotten one? Boy, I got one. I about came unglued at Greenwood.
I won't be like Happy Gilmore to go to the bank and try to cash it.
I've never tried that. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Stick it to the ATM.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. It won't fit. It won't fit.
Something wrong with this,
dude. No, I'm trying to tap it in. Just tap-a-roo. No.
Oh my God.
Turn it around.
So, hey, Meg, let me ask you, because like I said, we have a lot of husband and wife teams on here, and I think that's, awesome. And it's a great, at least the longevity in the sport for sure. But what was your thoughts on it? Because, barbecue, it seems to be more male-centric, kind of a avenue, but women have definitely come on strong and kind of really hold their own in this sport nowadays. And what was kind of your opinion of the whole? Because my wife thinks it's awesome and crazy at the same time, and she said it's a great hobby for me to have.
Correct.
Yeah.
But when we started, and we were all raising kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ours were 3 and 5. I mean, it was like a family thing. We all went. I didn't even really get into being his true, like, equal partner on things until our kids were in high school and college, because I didn't have the time. We were still kind of doing as if we didn't get a trailer until 2012, and we started in 98. I mean, I had one hot, and we would throw everything. We were like the Beverly Hillbillies, everything in the back of whatever truck we had at the time.
I know, yeah.
You're loading it up, you're unloading it, and then you're setting it up, and then doing it all in reverse. And of course, if you didn't have a good day, you're kind of packing it back up, kind of pissy. That's why I say we're not coming back here again until we have some kind of trailer. And so we got, something, but, I think we just get more in the groove for us when we can focus on what we're doing and not everything else around you, kids, company, a lot of times we would have a lot of, especially if it was local Georgia contest, we'd have a lot of people with us. And I was almost more worried about, are they okay? And I was doing garnish and taking it, and that was it. I think the more you get in tune to being an equal partner with that, you kind of, I don't know, it's to me, it's kind of cool because I never thought I would, I don't know, I won't say be worthy of him asking me my opinion, but I think we just hit a spot at one point, one particular year that, I'm sitting here waiting for him to, and pork is the worst. Can I tell you? Because you don't know what you got till you get in there.
Ain't that the
Half
truth?
the time I'm waiting for him. I'm like, and so we're starting to taste it and everything. And now I get in there as soon as he's, as soon as he starts doing stuff, I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
And we seem to do a little bit better. I'm not taking any credit for that. I just think the more I can help and we can be deciding this as a team, tasting, tweaking, no, that's too dry. No, this, it seems like the better way we're doing. And I think, being able to, even like now, I don't know about your wives and stuff when it comes to burn ends, but I'm really, really picky about burn ends. If there's like too much fat in there.
Yeah, she hates fat. I'm like,
I can't,
Right.
But when I know it's hit perfectly, I'm like, first of all, I'm like stressed then because I'm like, I know we're going to put those in. So I got to, now I'm stressed. But we'll try and taste those first. And he always asks me, I used to actually run, and this is a true story, when we used to cook next to Robert and Lex all the time. I was starting to kind of she was kind of teaching me how to, to find the right mouthfeel and the perfect, 50-50 and stuff. And even at Sip and Swan, I remember doing this. We cut some burnt ends and they were really good. And I'm like, I'll be right back. He's like, where are you going? I ran next door. They're doing their brisket box. I'm like, taste this. And she goes, I hate to tell you not to put that in. I'm like, go. I ran back. We ended up putting them in, did that. And that was the year that we got a first place 180 brisket.
wow.
I'm like, that was our only call. But Sip and Swine. But it kind of gave me more confidence too. It's like if I don't, he is the one who's getting up at 3:15 and doing all that heavy work and stuff.
Sure.
By the time I get up and I'm, I do all the rubs and all the seasonings and all the injections and all the, the au jus, all that kind of stuff. I have my whole other routine going on as soon as I get up.
Sure.
For the first 2 hours, sometimes we don't even talk to each other because I'm doing the finishes, I'm doing all that kind of stuff.
Now, if I can get her to cook it all, I'll be set.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do, man. You do the Myron Mixon special. You show
No, I don't want to cross that line. I'm happy with what we're doing. But no, I think it's one of those things that you start seeing a lot of other teams too that are, where the wives are, definitely more like, no, I didn't like it. And not just because, they know when they have a good cook, they know when they don't have a good cook. And it's kind of cool. I like it.
Think of all the great, I'm just thinking of all the great husband and wife teams in Georgia. I mean, you got you guys, you got Adam and his wife.
Tanya.
You got Robert's in Alabama, isn't he?
He's Alabama.
And you got the Stew Babies.
Stew Babies. I love those guys. The cleanest pits on the circuit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The guy's he's amazing.
I can eat off
he's in the safety, so I can't roll up a cord with if it's got a cut wire or something. I'm just stretch it on out. He'd
have a heart attack if he saw it inside of when I cook. He'd have a heart attack.
Let's see what other Georgia. There's
Cool Hand Q.
Who?
Cool Hand Q.
Oh yeah, Cool Hand Q.
Yeah, I work with Denise.
Yeah, just great all around. Husband and wife duos.
Yeah, it's funny because we had Don, a master judge, I guess. He's older gentleman, and he was hanging out with us at the Jack, and I really didn't realize, and I guess I should have realized it beforehand, but we're really kind of at the point where we don't really say a whole lot to each other. We all know what's going. We both. Sure. It's kind of one of those things. It's like if I can't find something, I'll ask her, but pretty much she's once I got her going with the taste. And she does all the boxes and stuff, but really to have someone else take someone else's opinion, even on doneness, it still may feel right to me. And all I've heard, I say, I don't know, that feels a little tug. And then we together make the decision,
Sure.
And so that's what I needed actually. That helped me a lot. Or I'm going to ask somebody walking, I'm going to ask.
It definitely helps having somebody else second opinions for tenderness for sure.
Yeah, that definitely is just qualify what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, the biggest decision we've made this year was in Greenwood, and we were doing a new brisket recipe. We tried just one contest before up in Townsend. And if you guys ever want to do, it used to be Maryville. It's with the barbecue bash, big barbecue bash.
Mhm.
You need it. It's going to be in September next year. You guys need to go. Townsend's, they have a great setup.
Okay.
But it was like, we had gone to the beach and I'm like, we can't do nothing until Greenwood. I said, we've got to do something. Let's just go to this, new contest up there and practice a new recipe. And it was the only other time, and it was okay. It did okay. And we went to Greenwood and we were doing this. It's the same recipe. And we start cutting when everything had been turned in and we were cutting brisket. And I swear, y'all, he was cutting this brisket and he would get all the way down and it would just crumble. And we keep going.
That usually happens at home. I've never had that happen at a contest.
Now, I do say that we did burn ends and we tasted those first. I'm like, they're good. So of course I'm stressed. So he starts slicing and y'all, it is like, there is nothing. It's nothing.
Uh-huh.
It had gotten too hot. Like when we were slicing it, it was too hot. He's like, what are we going to do? I'm like, give me 6 burn ends. That's what we're turning in.
Wow.
So, and he started, and I'm getting it all set. I'm pulling them, I'm making them, I'm kind of spreading out a little bit and make sure like there was enough in the box. He goes, well, maybe I can. I was like, if it's not good enough for the box, we're not putting that stuff in. And it was like the lightest box. I felt so bad.
Couldn't tell anything was in it.
You couldn't.
Yeah. No,
That's the place I got.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like, I feel like burn ends are like wings. Like burn ends are brisket, like wings and chicken. Like they're home run hitters or they're towards the bottom. You don't ever get in the middle of the pack. Like wings and with barbecue, you either like top 3 or your bottom 3. There's no real in the middle when it comes to wings.
I really appreciated those judges that they didn't judge for what wasn't in the box.
Right.
Because, that'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, what happened to the rest of your brisket? How come only 6 burn ends? They judged what was in front of them.
Yeah.
And they were good.
Yeah.
But that was like, I don't think he would have made that decision.
Sure.
I was going to go with chopped, actually. I was
And
thinking
I'm like, but if it's not
there.
good enough.
I love chopped brisket, man. Bucky's special.
I know. But to me, it's like, if it's obviously overdone. We're not putting in there. We know these are good. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but he does do tricks to me. And I don't know if anyone other wives do this or husbands do this, but I'll have the whole box ready. He'll be like, oh, these two other money mussels are really good. Let's chunk those up. I'm like, and I have like a minute walk and I have 2 minutes left. And he's trying to change my whole box and I lose my mind. 99% of the time it's a good choice, but it's just that 30 seconds that he puts me through hell that I'm like, okay, quick. No, okay. Put it in here. Put it in. Then of course he's like, do you get a picture? And I'm out the door.
Oh,
there's plenty of times where, and we'll send the pictures to our kids as the day goes on. Oh, you didn't get a picture of pork. What do you think happened?
Yeah. Yeah. Running late. Yeah.
So yeah. Oh my, where's the brisket picture? I'm like,
yeah.
He was going to make me run. So no.
Right.
Yeah. Well, dude, my partner Houston, man, he scares the hell out of me because I'm like, because obviously I've heard the story about me missing turn in, so I'm so paranoid. I'm like, there's 2 types of people in the world. There's on timers and there's late people, and I am definitely an on timer. And so if you're an on timer, if you're on time, you're late, and if you're early, you're on time. And so like it freaks me out. Like it could be a minute and a half left before turn ins, and Houston's like trying to get the little bit of kale off the side and like trying to take a perfect picture. And I'm like, close the damn box. I'm walking it right now.
Grab it and go.
I've literally grabbed it out of his picture. Like I'm like, mine.
Yeah.
We're going.
You're the wife in the relationship.
Like 4 seconds to spare, and he goes, "See, I told you."
But here's the thing: have you ever walked a box?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have ran a box many times.
Yes. Okay, so he's never done a box. He's never run a box.
Yeah,
so he doesn't know how crazy it gets by brisket.
That's woman's work.
No.
Ooh.
Well, then if we got to do it, then we got to do it. Mm-hmm.
Oh man! All right, we're taking a break now.
Yeah.
No.
Just kidding.
One day he'll take a box.
No,
I don't trust him, so I'd probably still steal it and run anyway.
Yeah, dude, the real gringos he's laying out all the heavy hitters of the husband and wife. You got Tina and Bobby Cannon and Brian and Ellen Jarvis and all those great duos.
For sure.
I heard Tina
He's
Cannon.
also a very good duo on the Florida barbecue circuit.
Yeah,
is John and Ron or Jim and Ronnie.
Oh, okay.
Sweet Smoke.
Yeah.
He's talking about Georgia.
I know. I was just saying when they were talking about Georgia, but I mean when you talk about like dream teams of couples that just kill it all the time.
Yeah. Let's go back to kind of the Jag. I think it's about dream teams. Talk about the Jag. Like I feel like the Jag is one of those contests where all the big guns get pulled out. I see a lot of all-star teams starting to form in the last couple of years. Has that always kind of been a thing at the Jag, or is that kind of a new thing? Because I'm starting to see some super teams rolling in there.
Mm-hmm. You mean teams that are teaming up with each other?
Yeah. Which I promise you, if one of us make it, like we're gonna be like the Colombian crew with like 13 of us down there, all getting crazy with all the old backyarders from Alabama. 14 of us down there
having fun.
We always I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't recall ever seeing that before. I know that people would bring in ringers for like dessert and those drinks and all those stuff. But as far as the main categories, I didn't see a lot of that. I mean, occasionally one or two teams, but not the majority. And you're right. I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot on a regular circuit too. That just, it's cheaper, or you only have to. I'm doing chicken and ribs, and he's doing pork and brisket, and they split the cost.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
I always like to keep that. For myself, if I'm going to win this thing, I want to know that we won it.
My stuff.
Yeah, I mean, not that I wouldn't be happy and whatever. I just, that's a control thing, I guess I have. I don't mind cooking with somebody, but this is gonna be our cook.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like that's the hard part I think about duos and barbecue. Like husband and wife teams, they're kind of excluded from it because y'all are pretty much stuck together anyways. Y'all are there. Y'all are a team regardless if you put your name on it or not. Yeah. I mean, it's the brain children. Anyways, we know where it's coming from. The women are running the show. But I mean, you got like the a lot of the guy duos. A lot of barbecue teams start off with like 4, 5, 6 guys, and then two or three guys take it really serious, and another team are just drinking, so then they fall off, and then you start whittling your way down to either 1 or 2 people, and then a lot of times it ends up to just one. But I feel like the ones that work out well together are kind of the yin to their yang. Mm-hmm. Kind of like it's like other people have their strong attributes is what the other guys' weak attributes are, and those are the ones that kind of work and stick together. Because, like you said, there's a lot of egos when it comes to cooking because everybody wants to be recognized for their skill and their proteins and their stuff like that. But if you got a couple that are like can kind of give up control, like this is ours, and this is a team, and we're happy to do that. I mean, there's some fantastic teams out there that are just killing it on the circuit as well, because adding a different taste palette and stuff like that and different opinions can be definitely a strong attribute to your team.
For sure.
And then start off though, like when you you like your backyard or whatever. I mean, you start out with your buddy, and then you win a couple, and then it's like, because I've seen a lot of teams kind of break up from that. There'll be 1 or 2 guys together, and then I'll see them kind of branch off, and now they got their own teams. And I'm like, what the heck happened? It's like, we, saw things 2 different ways. I get it.
Yeah.
When you're married, you don't have to worry about that.
That's right.
That's right, buddy.
I mean, you definitely, you teaming up with somebody, you definitely got to mesh with them well. And y'all, you got to take criticism well and feedback from others for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And not everybody can do that. Some people are just very strong-willed and can't give up control. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just who you are as a person. Your personality is you want to be all for it. And that's totally fine too. Yeah. But having somebody there to help you, like say either with the cost or the cleanup or splitting the proteins or something like that. I mean, it definitely makes it easier. Because when you said like going to the Jack and going to your contest, like the prep work that you guys do, I mean, to streamline everything, that plays a huge part of your success, I'm sure.
Well, yeah. And I think it was honestly, it was when he had gone to the Smoke Me Silly class. I didn't go, but he went, and we weren't even cooking with the timeline. We had. I really can't imagine how we were cooking before.
It was all up here.
That's right, baby.
Right.
It's a vault, like a vault.
No,
Yes.
no, it was never the same.
No.
Every cook was different.
Right. So
That's honestly the best thing that I ever did. And, we talk about how long we've been cooking, and I think it's awesome. We've been doing it for this long, but we really, like I said, there's some years that we were only cooking 1 or 2 contests, and then we get a little onesie call, a twosie call here, and then, 15 years later, until I went to Robert and Lex's class, I was amazed because they really didn't offer up classes
Sure.
when we were cooking. It was
all barbecue forums and stuff like that.
It was a barbecue forum. It was 10 years of trial and error, and nobody shared anything.
Nope.
I mean, there wasn't anybody sharing recipes or what they were doing, and you wouldn't dare ask to taste anybody's food. That wasn't,
Yeah.
they bring it to you. That's different, but you wouldn't go over there and go, so what do you know? At least I didn't think you could. And then, boy, the classes really helped out. But I can tell you, I owe a lot to Robert and Lex. When I went to their class, number one, it was an awesome class, but they had some really good dessert. They had peach cobbler.
That's why I needed to be there.
Blueberry cobbler. I had a lot of stains on my notes.
His notes were all.
That's right.
I found
You
out
had me a cobbler. I mean, cobbler, death to cheesecake. We just need to ban cheesecakes from barbecue competitions and bring in the cobbler.
Yeah. So my notes kind of like some were blurred out with the stains on the dessert. My focus was over there because they had a guy down that was from Chicago that was cooking pizzas, and it was like, oh my gosh, or maybe it was New York, I forget. But anyway, the best thing that happened was every minute was you had a chore. There's something to do for the entire cook. And once I took that, it really was like a load lifted off my shoulders because I didn't have to remember what I did last time. Man, it was so much easier. And but when I look back at who really helped us get kicked off, and that was those guys. And then Byron Chisholm was another one that really didn't help me much, but I learned how to win and how to lose holding your head up.
Yeah.
Don't let that, he, no matter what, that guy was just middle of the road. He was happy when he won, and when he lost, he didn't care. He was happy for whoever won.
Sure.
And, so you can't be a sore loser or she started out kind of as years ago, just talk to everybody. And then we lose. It's like, she didn't tell nobody. She's leaving.
Out.
Right.
Get in the car.
I said, you can't do that. They were your best friends like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Time to go.
But yeah, that's,
Long time ago.
that was important for me when I look back. And Robert Lex, he's got a amazing flavor, taste. What do you call that? Palate. The guy knows what good food is, and maybe I'm sure it's not all. We're always trying to figure out what the judges are like, and then that's a kind of a silly question to me because who the hell knows what they like?
It changes all the time.
Yeah.
That's the downside. Yeah, that's the downside about competition barbecue. They don't have a scoreboard. So it's all about what they're feeling in the moment. And I feel like taste buds changed. Because you guys been cooking for a long time, and you kind of get the feeling. Do you think this is something I've thought? Like the taste buds stuff that hits in the spring, it always seems to cool off a little bit in the fall. Sometimes I feel like the people that are super hot in the spring always hit a little cool off period. For the most part, there's always the exception to the rule, but for the rule, you kind of you're hotter one or the other. What has been your kind of viewpoint on that?
Well, it's funny because there's been plenty of times, and it always seems like the first quarter of the year is always rough, kind of for everybody, because we're kind of coming out of hibernation, and we're either we're still doing our regular things, or we've gone to a class and we're trying something new, and to me, it's like you can't be. I mean, this past year, we didn't really get hopping until like May, almost like halfway through the season.
Sure.
and it's not even like you're jamming like 3 in a row. It would be like we did well. We did really, really bad. How can we do that? And, so it was like, so then I would start finding a rhythm of, okay, well, we really did bad last time, so we have to do good this. And we would. It just didn't make any sense. But a lot of times it's, we're learning from people who deal with the meat as well. I mean, knowing Adam and Tanya, they know that chickens are only, Springer chicken is only, good for a certain time, and then it gets kind of weird. And so you kind of,
true.
It's true. But, and even when it comes to people talking about briskets and what's the best time of year to get them, and you load up because they're not as good, that kind of stuff. But, that's all just talking to everyone who's usually getting the same kind of products. But you can't get the best time that you're on a roll is when you do it like 2 every month, honestly, because you can have a bad weekend and it's fine, or end up doing a double. And a lot of times I'll find that if we're struggling, I'll want to challenge us to do something.
Yeah.
So, well, it's okay. We're going to do this and we're going to do this and we're going to do like these 3 in a row kind of thing. Like we had done lions, like if you recall last year when all those hurricanes came through, 2 of our Georgia contests were canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to Pusa, where we saw you roaming around late at night.
I don't know that was Drunk Logan. So
me and him
were the same people.
You needed
the Roll Tide. I think that's all I heard.
I heard Roll Tide.
Yeah,
You were wearing Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Drewski and Flavor Flav made an appearance at Pusa.
Yeah.
Good time.
But then it's like, okay, we got to get some contests in. So it was like, we're doing Pusa, and then we're turning around, we're doing this FBA, and then we're doing this, and we're doing that. And so I like challenging us. If we're in a slump, I like challenging us to do a whole bunch of different things. And it's like, oh, that really worked, or that really worked. But a lot of times flavor profiles change in the fall to me.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times, I don't know.
But you don't change as far as a cook.
No.
Your finishing does a little sometimes, I'm sure.
Profiles a little bit. And, you kind of have your normal ones that you do. And then sometimes you kind of pull out one that did well last fall.
Yeah.
And or even just changing one seasoning on your ribs, in the fall, and all of a sudden, it's just one of those weird things.
We do pumpkin pie spice.
We do not do that. No.
No, sorry. So let me ask you. No, pumpkin spice. That's in the fall. It hits heavy with
maybe.
Yeah. No. And let me ask you a question, because, like I said, I'm gonna be cooking more pro contests a little bit next year, and me and AJ are just lowly backyarders. Just trying to make our way in the big bad barbecue world. What is some advice that you give guys like us that are making the leap and like competing, going from primarily 2 meats, which I mean, now don't you think like backyard here recently been a lot more 3 meats than it has in previous years. So I think that's awesome. But jumping up, from, I mean, we're not going to be team of the year chasing or points chasing or anything like that. We're primarily just jack chasing. Like, how many comps you think you have to cook to truly have a shot at like getting a jack pull or something like that, for the bare minimum for you to have a chance?
Oh, wow. That's there's a couple of questions in there.
Yeah. I like stacking.
Yeah.
Well, you only need $1,000.
So do you
think about
True.
that?
You only need one Powerball ticket, but
you can look for contests like that that are smaller and they're still qualifier though, because we prefer the 25 to 35 contests. The 60s are more just, that's a real shot in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't brisket going to be new to you guys? Is that what it is?
Yeah, brisket. I mean, we're pretty good at the other 3. The brisket's the main thing.
Yeah.
So like making the jump, adding the brisket to the program. What's something kind of advice that you could kind of tell the backyard? Because there's a lot of people that watch the show are backyarders that are thinking about making a jump. What's something that wouldn't necessarily be known? Like push it a little harder when you do like Wagyus or.
Okay. Well, first off, if you're in Alabama, go to Robert's brisket class.
He's giving a brisket class.
He's doing that coming up. I think people that are cooking Denapolis, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I'm glad you said that. Real quick.
Oh no.
Speaking of Robert, hey,
Look, this is a Beetlejuice moment. You must have said my name at least 3 times.
I know, dude.
What the heck?
I gotta get a first year of those classes, man. That's what we talked about tonight. No.
That's like my worst. Is this a real?
No, it's wonderful. Stop it. Where's my girl? Where's
No.
Lex?
Yeah.
Down somewhere.
Yeah.
Get
No,
up here.
Robert wanted to. That was as good an entryway as I could. I want to pause you real quick. Robert wanted to come in and talk to him about that.
Oh, you ready for me to talk now?
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
Hey, Demopolis. Want to get on and talk about Demopolis. This year it's an open. It's the first weekend of December. And an open means anybody can enter it, right? There is no backyard. There is no masters. It's just barbecue cooks cooking in a 4-meat contest. So whoever wins it, when AJ wins it, he's going to get a bung in the jack draw.
There you go.
All this we're lowly backyard teams is a pile of crap. I don't want to.
Yeah.
The difference between me and you is 1 meat, and that's brisket. And guess what? Like they just said, I've offered to do a class for any backyard teams that can show that they have a paid entry into Demopolis. And I think the dates I offered was like the 8th of November or the 22nd. I think Cody with Rolling Smoke's the only one that said anything now, and he said the 22nd worked for him. But either one of those dates will work. We'll see. I may even do just a quick something on that Thursday before the contest for the locals there in Demopolis. Anybody that has any questions about brisket, but
yeah, like I said, right? Yeah, I've had Robert brisket. Yeah, I've taken his class. Fantastic. Definitely, guys, check that one out. It's a very extremely generous of you to offer that. So.
For sure.
All right, and hey, got some great trophies this year. Oh yeah, you got them on the screen. There you go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So,
Prepared. No,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
This is a total setup. Hey,
Yeah.
Robert, you are looking hot.
Yeah.
I was
got
just
your own
talking.
orchard back there.
I was talking about the first time I ever saw before I even met Trey and Meg was actually on one of your YouTube videos back in the day when you used to do cooking videos. You and Ray.
Barbecue life.
Oh, we got a little feedback. Somebody got a phone on or something.
Yeah, I think it's Robert, but
Robert.
I don't.
it's all good. But yeah, guys, make sure to check out Demopolis. Like I said, make sure you get signed up, and like I said, you get a master class by Mr. The Hall of Famer, Mr. Router himself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
If anybody wants the class, please get on there and let me know. If I can get at least 5 people to be somewhere between Huntsville and Birmingham, somewhere in that I-65 corridor between there.
Yeah. Well, definitely check him out, man. Robert, thanks for popping on, man. I'll definitely be promoting it.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
He's a popper.
Thanks.
Sorry, guys. That was a perfect little intro.
That was
Oh,
awesome.
no, that was
Yeah.
good.
That
That
was
was good.
awesome.
That's my buddy there.
But
He's
yeah,
helped me out
going
much.
back to it. So take Robert and Lex's class. I mean, they definitely have a master class on a brisket, just like you guys, for sure. But what were you saying about some brisket tips? Because I got my notepad ready.
Oh, no. Dude, you already know this. Just like Robert said, I think we're finding out the backyard guys. I mean, come on. You guys know how to cook.
Yep.
The brisket, to me, though, it's not, don't be scared of it because it's kind of intimidating, I guess, because you spend so much money on it. You're going to get the best. So you're going to get Wagyu, and you're going to be
Sure.
like, oh, God, I don't want to screw this up. But honestly, I couldn't. It's really about, I mean, that's all I cook anymore. So I can't even tell you. I think at the beginning it was like, oh, it cooks different. It cooks it'll get done sooner. It takes longer to render and all that. I just cook it like you'd normally do a normal brisket. Keep an eye on it. Just you can't check it too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those things and once you get the timeline down,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I cook at 300. I know at 210, it's probably pretty close to being done.
And it'll
Right.
stall.
And
yeah.
So, but every brisket's a little different. But I mean, other than that, I don't really have any other tips. Just, don't be
Sure.
It's a brisket. It's nothing special. I mean, I thought that, a pork was easy, but it's easier to get done, but it's really, you talk about the tenderness thing. It's really tough to get that just right. And brisket, I think you could probably hit it. And I haven't figured it out. I don't know, but whether we sauce or we dish au jus, that's just kind of, to me, I have it ready, but it just depends on how that brisket tastes. And if it's got enough flavor and I like it, I'm just going to run with it with some au jus. If I don't, then if it's got a little too much salt to it or something, I might add a little salt, sauce to it just to kind of tame it down, just to kind of even it out. But I used to cook the whole brisket. Now I'm just cooking this much of one.
It's so sad. Putting away all that money.
It's.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah. So people are jumping into brisket. Burn ends. We talked about burn ends. They're home run hitters or they're strikeouts. Starting off, just cook flats. When you say don't worry about the burn ends, just cook the flats. You have better chance at just doing slices, or
no? I'd say cook them both.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay.
And practice. As
just in case.
Use it. I put my burn ends next to my brisket, and I don't worry about them too much. Other than when I go to wrap my brisket, I wrap my burn ends, and then I put them right back next to each other. And then when that brisket is done, it's like, oh, my burn ends.
Yeah.
And normally they're ready. So
they like me being neglected.
Think about my Greenwood situation. If that flat doesn't work out, you might really like your burn ends.
Yeah.
And you got them. If you have the room for it and you got them, I'd cook them. I would never not cook burn ends now.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is too, is every time you're cooking them, you're practicing.
Yeah.
You're learning, oh, that was horrible. And half the time.
No, you may throw them out and say, you know what, they're not any good.
Yeah.
Worst case, you got a snack, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
it was really, it's kind of like, now you think, when that happened to me at Greenwood, a few people have come up to me and talked to me. They say, no, he says, I'm always going to cook burn ends now.
Hickory barbecue.
Just always have them ready. You never know.
I should pull the picture up.
A
picture of it. I should do a picture.
Yeah, send me. I'm hilarious, but no, man. That's one thing. I always burn ends. I love burn ends, but judges, I feel like burn ends and wings. Sometimes some judges don't know what a burn end is, and it's sad at this point. They should. They're like, it's too fatty. It's too, I don't know. You always tell people to put whatever's good in your box. And keep it simple. That's why a lot of people are just doing money muscles essentially now in their pork box. But I like a full box. But people always tell you just do just the bare minimum. But
when you go to trim, because you're going to get a whole brisket and you're trimming that, or unless you do Mr. Brisket, and he'll trim it for you, and he'll set you burn in or
awesome.
the point as well. But you're trimming it yourself. And the trick that I have is when I cut that off, there's some really fatty stuff to that. And then there's some that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't cook the fatty stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, if it's like this thick, I might cutting it in half and open it up. And then you'll have two pretty lean looking pieces of meat. And the fatty stuff or the hard stuff, I don't even cook that.
Yeah.
I got you. So here, let me ask you the age-old question. Fat cap up or fat cap down?
I don't have fat cap.
Oh, see, that's just he got the Ozempic brisket, no fat cap, lean.
I cut all of it off.
Lean.
There is no fat.
That Ozempic brisket, man, just get no fat cap.
All the fat's in the brisket.
It's lean and
mean. I don't really. It is. It's all in the meat. I take it all off.
I got you. Well, I know a lot of people I guess. Mainly the can cookers because they want a little extra, security on it. They do fat cap down right over the flame, and then they'll just at the very end they'll just cut all the fat cap off before they slice it or anything like that.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. In the can, I know that it likes to, that grill
flare up a little bit. Yeah.
And so if I was cooking on a can, I would leave some on, no doubt, or I would save some of my trimmings and let that hit the coals separate from my brisket.
I got you.
Yeah, I
What we
used
got?
to cook on a can with my brisket for an entire year. We got brisket of the year, and I cooked it, not really with any fat on it either. I would trim some fat and I would put it off to the side, but it wasn't long where I was putting it cooking it in a pan, a flat, shallow pan. So I had something between the fire and the brisket. But where I got the steak flavor was from the
It was
fat
good.
that I trimmed.
We need to
Yeah.
be doing that.
Yeah.
Do you think, like on brisket flavor profile, what people are going for? Do you think they want more beefy sweet or beefy savory when it comes? Because ribs they want. I always said like pork they want diabetes. Like
Yeah.
ribs they want some fruit forward flavor. It feels like, and then chicken just be neutral. But brisket, is it like pot roasty or is it meaty savory, meaty sweet? Like what's your opinion?
It depends. It depends that day.
Being from Texas, we don't like sweet brisket, but who cares? If it wins, you gotta turn it in. That's really something you kind of network with your fellow cooks and see if you can ask them what they're doing as far as if they're winning in brisket. Do they sauce or not? Are they sweet or savory? I mean, nothing wrong with asking questions.
Yeah.
But my opinion is, and it seems to do okay, is really just a good beefy brisket, a little salty and with a good sauce that complements it. Doesn't really. I'm not talking about blues hogs or anything like that. I mean, though I know a lot of people use that. I don't because I kind of like to keep it on the savory side.
Yeah.
I think brisket should be savory, and that's just my personal opinion, and I like it that way. But that I got to do what the judges like, but we've won with it, so I still run with it. I don't really do sweet brisket. It's
That's
just
fair.
kind of like against the law.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. I want to kind of change gears a little bit, and I'll talk about kind of the sport of, and that it is a sport. We are athletes of competition cooks,
Like bowlers.
Like ballers.
Yeah. We're like golfers. We're the golfing athletic body.
Yeah.
Although that's all I like to say.
Yeah.
But no, like this, like I feel like it goes in waves. I feel like there's a lot of new. I feel like there's newer blood. A lot of people are saying that it's been a decline in recent years of competition barbecue, but I actually feel like there's been a lot. I'm seeing a lot more newer faces, especially in the backyard ranks. I mean, AJ, you've cooked a lot more than I have this year. I mean, there's been a lot of times where I look at like scores from all over the country. I'm like, who the hell are these people? Because you guys in the pro circuit, y'all go around and you see the same familiar faces at most contests, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but you go to some of these contests, and I look at the score sheet. I'm like, I don't know who half these people are, and I'm seeing a lot of new blood too. So, what's your kind of opinion? And I'm thinking a lot of backyarders that are jumping, like I'm kind of make the leap a little bit and start a jack chase. But what's kind of have you seen as far as like the new teams? Because it's like anything with business or churches. If you're not growing, you're kind of dying. What's kind of your state of the union when it comes to competition barbecue? What's been kind of your opinion on it?
It's so hard because when we started, there was no internet. You weren't watching YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff. I think a lot of teams that come on hard and fast have really done their research, online, watching videos, going to classes, stuff like that. We had to learn the hard way, so sometimes it's so disheartening. It's like, oh my God, they've only been cooking for 2 years.
Yeah.
They've been cooking for 20 and they just eat grass. But it's, good for them. So we make sure that we try and, keep up with the new teams, although it's really kind of fun to see, how, at every contest, especially at the cooks meeting, which he never goes to because it's bad luck. He doesn't remember anything anyway. Do we have any brand new teams here? And it's not just from this contest. Every contest now, there's new teams there, and we all stand up and clap for them, and we're more than happy to help them out. But it's it's not. I don't think there's.
So we don't really know if they're backyard or they just new teams. I don't know.
Yeah, I just know that there's never a contest we go to anymore where they're not new teams.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's awesome that they're coming in, because I mean, us old dogs, we're gonna roll over at some point. We're gonna be like, he keeps trying, and I'm like, not yet.
No, man, y'all can't go nowhere. Man. So I'm just coming back to see you guys.
We're comfortable. We're good. But I think a lot of the new teams come in with a lot more. I don't know, I don't say more knowledge from here than necessarily do, and of course you learn more the more you do.
Yeah, the learning curve is definitely shorter than it was back when you first started. I mean, you got to start kind of the origination, and then you got. I mean, you saw the full blast of the the moneymaker effect when Barbecue Pitmasters came out. Then it just a huge implosion of new teams and stuff like that. And so now it's kind of like plateaued. Then I thought it was going to be another explosion of new blood whenever Michael Simon did the barbecue contest. Like I was like, sweet, because barbecue's everywhere. I mean, there's Netflix, Pitmaster. I mean, there's stuff everywhere, and it was just I'm like, all right, here comes the second wave, and I guess maybe to an extent I haven't had anybody that said I saw Michael Simon or what was the show you were on, AJ?
Barbecue USA.
Yeah, y'all were on that show too, weren't you? Or y'all had an appearance? Yeah. Barbecue USA. See, I'm the only one that hadn't been on Cooking Network. But Barbecue USA. Like, I'm waiting for like the next generation or the newer teams to be like, I saw Barbecue USA. I'm like, oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, the Barbecue USA thing to me it was awesome. I mean, I'm glad we did it. I wasn't sure about it at the beginning because you just don't know. With the cameras, they follow you around for 2 days and all the interviews and stuff. But I think they missed something on that show because they really, I don't think that they knew what they were getting into because I think they were looking for everyone to be unique.
Right.
That everyone is doing something a little different. And then they found out we're all kind of doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, nobody's cooking with white sauce. We're in Alabama.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you wouldn't dare do that at a contest.
And
so, and then everything is so uniform with thighs or legs. No one's doing just breast, and I think they were
looking for a lot of creativity, and it was really kind of funny even though, and I don't know if you remember the show he had done up in Jersey, and there was this one gal.
Yes.
Who was just going rogue.
Yeah.
I remember. It was great. But she didn't do well in the KCBS because that's not how we roll. But it's just, I think they tried really hard to make it find everyone's individual. Yeah.
They were expecting a break dancing competition, and we gave them line dancing.
Yeah, we pretty much did.
But there's something there. There's something. I mean, there's certainly a show. There's certainly something with their competitions that'd be fun to do. And Robert would, try to do something like that with his videos. I mean, he'd go around and just walking around. If you have the time to walk around and talk to the teams, it can be a blast. I mean, you get all, get their opinion if they're in a slump. How's it feel?
Yeah.
There's all, you can really. I guess they did that with Barbecue a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
I want to do that more on this show. I'm always stuck cooking. And I'm like, well, I need to be cooking. I have time. I'm walking around like, oh crap, I got to put ribs on.
Yeah, that's what Robert's issue
Stick to your timeline.
Yeah, what time? It's all here. It's all here, Meg. It's all here.
No, you need to have alarms on your phone.
Oh, girl, yeah. She showed me her alarms at the Jack, and holy crap, it's like 650, 655, 655 and a half, 666.
Well, because even I get distracted, which is very natural for me, but. To know that, and I eventually started putting them on his phone. So we have our sheets, we have our timelines, one inside, one outside, and one that he usually has under his chair somewhere. So I have a spare, and then I have all the alarms on the phone. I started giving it to him. He's like, I know what that is. I got to do chicken or whatever. I'm like, okay. But it's like, if you don't, you can go off road so easily, especially at a big contest like the Jack or even Sip and Swine when you haven't seen everyone for 3 months or whatever. And next thing you know, it's like 11:11 and people are off getting a shot and your brisket's about to burn up. And it's just, have you checked the ribs lately? I mean, you have to have.
We cooked with the old Target, what do you call it?
What?
Clock with the battery what do they call it? Analog. But
the regular clock.
That was our timer.
God.
That was
I don't know how we did it.
What's due next?
Oh, I know. We had watches on.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, let this kind of show. So it's getting kind of late in the show. This kind of show, I kind of ask you some questions I like asking all my guests on the show, and little quick hitters and nothing too serious. But if that's all right with you guys.
So not like Hillary Clinton getting the questions ahead of time.
No, yeah. I sent you the wrong list. It's like in high school when you got test A and test B. I sent y'all test B, and I'm going to use test A.
That is not fair. But go ahead. We're ready.
So the war in the Middle East is definitely diverse between. No, man, I'm messing with you.
No comment. No. I got nothing.
No, I'm messing with you. I'm not even trying to get canceled on here. But no. If you guys are going to a barbecue contest, what's something you always have with you guys, and you can't say your meat thermometer? Like, what's something you can't live without?
Well, two things: his knife roll and our Good Luck Longhorn.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Trey, that's where you say my beautiful wife.
Yeah.
You can't forget
I was trying to set you up there, buddy.
Thank you. You didn't give me a chance.
Right? I mean, you're looking at here just like dazzled, like.
Can we rewind?
No.
Yeah. No, it's live, baby. It's live.
Of course, it's my wife. I can't do it without her. That's the honest to God truth, though, dude. There ain't no way I can do this without her.
That's awesome.
There's absolutely no way. I play around, but there is this woman here takes care of me and takes care of our team, keeps us focused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give it 100% right there.
That's true.
Absolutely. Here's another question. Georgia is a fantastic state and is known for, it's a known region for barbecue for sure. If you had to pick one barbecue restaurant that lives up the par to your standards, what would it be?
In Georgia?
Yeah. What's the best barbecue restaurant in Georgia?
Oh my gosh. What would you say?
Barbecue.
I don't know.
It's the last thing we go get.
You're Texas. Come on now.
I mean,
come on, Trey. This is live. No dead air on here.
Sorry.
Would you say like Fox Brothers, or would you say something like our local one?
What's our local?
Oh shoot!
Oh man, that's bad.
This is rough.
Fox Brothers.
Oh no, I'd go with Fox Brothers.
Fox Brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't. I don't have a favorite, so
yeah.
I try them all. I'm not scared to try them, but I just don't really have a favorite that's on the top of my mind. Actually, there was one that was on top of my mind but I can't remember the name of it, and it was in Flowery Branch, and it was a Texas.
Oh God, yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
Sorry,
it's all good. So
hey, try again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not barbecue. Try about seafood.
The right one. No. Georgia. Has a lot of states don't have their own local kind of barbecue associations like Georgia does, and it's a very strong one down there in the GBA.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say that KCBS and GBA are primarily the two, and what would you say are kind of the difference in the two contests? I'm sure you guys have cooked GBA before.
Yes, and we've judged GBA. My first initial comparison. Well, first of all, GBA just does pork.
Mm-hmm.
They will have a brisket ancillary and stuff like that. But in GBA, there's no garnish, and it's all just the more you put in the box, the better.
Right.
Which is the opposite in KCBS. You only want to put in the best of what you have. Now, It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a full box, but I think a lot of teams that come from GBA get frustrated because they put so much in there and they don't get, and they're very, very sweet. Like GBA is like down South Georgia, super, super sweet because it's almost at the Florida line.
The amount of brown sugar that I've seen in some of the recipes in the GBA pork loin, damn near makes my A1C numbers go up. I mean, it's pretty rough.
It's about looking
but
at
it's fun to do. I mean, we actually were a team with them, with Robert and Lex. We were meat with feet, and we did a couple GBAs.
It's kind of fun when they have the finals, kind of like
that is
NBM does,
Yeah, I like the knockout. I like the.
You pay your bill.
You plugged in?
Going on fuse. So So you guys have cooked both. What's one thing you like about each, and what's one thing you're not so fond of on the KCBS and GBA?
Well, I don't have their timeline in my phone because I haven't done it in a while. I don't mind. Well, here's the thing. Like he was saying, it's almost like, an MBN, because I mean, when you're cooking GBA, you have to cook enough in case you get into finals. So you're cooking like 8 racks of ribs. You're cooking two loins. You're cooking. I mean, we did butts back then. We were probably doing at least 6 or 8 butts. And if you don't get in finals, you don't get in finals. But I mean, you have to, because it's such a quick turnaround that, hey, if you made finals, okay, you're turning in something regular here. And then right after that, you have this final. So it's all, once again, it's a challenge. So if you want to do it, it's kind of cool to do because it's something different. And it's interesting because there's not much you can do with loin. So you have to get kind of creative with that. But we all know how to do pork. It's just when you do it different that way.
Well, loin's hard. I mean, there's no fat on that thing. You can strip the loin really quick.
Yeah.
Like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
There's people that will cook a lot like that. When we did it, we cooked one loin. We cooked it just like a rib, Logan. I mean, we wrapped it with the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We did everything just like a rib. And when it was hit 142, 143, I know a lot of people cook a little higher than that. 142, 143, we let it rest and we take it out. We cut it down the middle. And from there, I would go however many slices I wanted for the turn-in box to the right. And if that made finals, I wrapped this back up and I'd cut from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't cook 2. I just cooked one big one and cut it in the middle and start from the middle, go out, go to the other way.
Yeah.
But there's people that'll tell you to cook 2. You don't have to. They're not that expensive anyway. So
No, they're cheap. It's definitely a cheap protein.
Yeah. But I can remember on my FE, I cooked it started on a drum and finished it on a pellet cooker. It was kind of funny because it's like this long.
Yeah.
I mean, you got this big long.
It's like a big bologna.
But you got
like a chub bologna there.
I had to curl it. It looked like a big snake in my heady, but that was pretty weird looking. As far as the judging is totally different too, because they do more comparative judging than KCBS.
Right. So you not only have, say, 6 there, and when we used to judge, I used to write notes on my mat because I would be like, okay, that one, whether it was, a certain flavor like cinnamon or something on that, I would just have to write a note because when you get done with all of that, then you have to rank them on the table.
Okay.
And that part actually was kind of fun because you definitely had a first and a last. It's the ones in the middle you had to kind of rank. But I think to me though, it's a lot of food though too. We would judge and sometimes
a lot of waste. Yeah.
I was so sick to my stomach with all the phosphates.
So that's the comparative judging versus the blind judging is a big difference. And I think the comparative we didn't do that many of them, but when we did them, we were pretty successful at it. You should try one. You'd probably kill it.
Mm-hmm.
What's that big one down there? The big pig jig or something like that?
Oh, is it Vienna?
Yeah.
That's one I've always heard about. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean GBA, like I said, it's a strong, because my first barbecue class I ever did was the GBA champions class down there in Georgia. They took whoever. I think you guys were one of the cooks.
The GBC.
Yeah. I think you guys were one of the cooks that year, or one of the teachers. I think it was you guys. It was Maya Jane.
Yeah.
It was Angry Jack, and it was Colby.
Yeah.
Yep, that was my first class I ever took ever. And that's all I remember you guys from down there.
You just got your CTO.
Yep, just got it. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. I saw you guys. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go bother the hell out of these people."
We don't care.
I'm not shy. I'll come over and talk to anybody. I give my food to AJ all the time. He spits it out, so that's why I know when it's good.
Well, this is something Trey also does. Is that if any of our friends or any other teams or whatever, ask him to taste something after, he'll taste it, but he won't say anything until after awards. Because there's plenty of times that Angry Jack actually has tasted our stuff and be like, "Oh man, that was really salty." And then we're all worried the whole time. We end up getting second or first or whatever, and chicken was too salty. So that's kind of one of his.
That'd be a bad mistake to make, Logan. When
Superstitions.
somebody brings you their brisket and you taste it, you go, "Oh, I don't like it." something weird
It
about it.
always wins.
And then they get second place or
It
first place.
always wins.
Then they come back to you and go, "What do you know?"
I don't know, Jack. I don't know nothing. I don't
you
know,
can't do
Jack.
anything about it now anyway, right?
Well, I know. But like AJ will tell you, like anytime like he asks me or somebody asks me, "Hey, try this. What are your opinions?" And if I don't like it, I promise you, bet money on that thing's getting top 3 every single time.
Yep.
Well, it's like Cody. AJ, it's like Cody this past weekend. He let me try his rib. I'm like, that's pretty sweet, man. I said, I'll put some salt on it or something like that. And don't listen to me. Of course, he wins 180 perfect rib.
I mean,
And I don't know shit. I don't know
nothing.
nothing.
Way when I gave you my chicken leg, I was like, man, tenderness was, I didn't like it either. And I mean, y'all agreed that tenderness wasn't there, and they got a 180. I'm like, man, it don't make any sense.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you, I'm like the reverse, like the bridesmaid thing. Like, if you want to get married, like, come ask me how you look. If I tell you ugly, girl, you're getting a ring.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's just how it is. Because I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like that's just if I say up, you just hop on down. All right, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah.
It's so funny though, because every time that happens, we don't change to match that either. So we're not learning.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, anytime I've ever asked anybody, it's so funny. Anytime I've ever asked anybody, "Hey, try this. What's your opinion?" And they tell me something, and that's not halfway positive. I'm like, "Screw you guys. I ain't changing nothing. You don't know nothing."
What do you guys usually cook in backyard? The majority of you guys just are cooking legs, or are you doing thighs?
No, thighs. It's probably 50-50 thighs and legs. Then there's starting to be a little revolution down there of wings.
Wings, yep.
Wings is starting to come on strong there, so who knows?
Usually that's a seasonal thing. As soon as people get into the jack, they start practicing with wings.
Yeah. All right. I got a couple more questions for you, then I'll let you go, man. Another question I always like asking my guest is, if you could have a meat Rushmore of people who've influenced you in barbecue or people that you admire in barbecue, who would be on your mountain? Or
Well,
do you,
how many would does that have to?
I mean, last time I checked, there was what, 4?
Well, not yet. Soon to be 5. Oh God, that's a lot. Okay.
Well,
I'll have to say Byron Chisholm number 1. Well, I'll say Robert for sure is number 1.
Yeah.
Robert's changed everything for us. And so him, and then I'd have to give a shout out to Byron Chisholm for just giving me the right attitude. And when you look at, how about Jason Singletary? That's a man that can cook
anywhere, anytime,
on anything.
For sure.
Borrowing things.
I mean, we call him Luigi Singletary because he can cook pizza. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we got Singletary, we got Robert, we got Joe. Let's see, who else?
Give me one more.
One more. Somebody I want to say.
I know. What about chicken fried?
I don't really know. Okay, that's a big wig.
It makes you really sick. He's been cooking as long as I have. Yeah, same amount of success and everything. It's pretty awesome.
That is.
Me and Purvis. Same amount of success.
Same amount of success, Logan.
Shut up, AJ. Don't want to ask your opinion. Stay in the corner.
Come on, Logan, now.
No, I love Purvis. Purvis is definitely a head honcho in the world of barbecue for sure. He's made the biggest splash in the shortest amount of time I think you could possibly do.
Yeah, yeah, and a super guy. He was on that barbecue.
Great guy.
At the same time we were, and we got to know him and his wife. And
dude, he's made for that stuff. He's got the personality for it, and he's
But I got to give a shout out to a couple of people.
Sure.
Adam and Tanya with Bad Rooster. Those guys are.
They're
another one. They're another one that I'm always kind of picking his brain, and he'll do anything for you. He and Ryan King, both of those guys, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Both those guys are like, they don't make them like them anymore.
Yeah,
they're just full on gentlemen, full on do anything for you. It doesn't matter. They'll stop their cook to come an hour away to fix, to fix your vehicle. I mean, it doesn't matter. Those just those kind of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to make sure because when you talk about the ones that were my most influence, I mean, there's a lot of people, but
Right.
Those are the closest ones to us.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Adam and them, me and him, because they started cooking the same year I did too. And I saw them their second contest, and it was down this Bloomin' Barbecue Festival in Sevierville.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever cooked that one, but they take
Last
forever.
This year, yeah.
Yeah, they may be better now, but it used to take 3 hours for them to park you on the square down there in Sevierville.
Yeah.
And so me and Adam were down there, and my wife and my kids, and we were waiting, in a parking lot of Big Lots, and for 3 hours, and they were next to us, and I'm talking to him. He said, "Yeah, it's our first one too." I'm like, "Oh, sweet, I got a chance. There's another newbie here." And then I think he like RGC'd. I'm like, "You sandbagging?" So every time I see him, like, "You sandbagger."
Yeah.
Dude, but no, they, like you said though, they don't make him like that anymore. Super nice guy. He's helped me tremendously, and he's always willing to give a helping hand.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm glad you feel the same way we do because he's super good dude.
Absolutely. All right.
It's funny because you always and just if that was it, I'll close with. It's interesting to find out what people really do for a living in this sport.
Mm-hmm.
If you take a minute and ask them, "What do you got? What do you do?" I've met nuclear freaking scientists. I've had chicken farmers. I've had,
mortician.
Yeah, mortician. That's Lee Hickle, mortician. I mean,
he's a mortician.
Judges, doctors, everywhere.
Yeah. It's and that always starts a conversation other than barbecue.
Really cool.
That's kind of neat to know.
Hey, barbecue's it's a melting pot of there's no like specific genre of people who kind of get drawn to barbecue. I mean, David Grohl from Foo Fighters he does barbecue, and it's like even big people like him and for all nuclear scientists and trash collectors. I mean, they're everywhere. It doesn't matter. It's barbecue is such a it's a community thing. It's one of those things. It's not like you just don't have a barbecue and have one or two people over. It's more like a Thanksgiving meal. It's about community and it's about family and it's not so much about the food more so than it is just the experience you have with it.
Yeah, and it's not bad to have a school teacher because she keeps you straight.
Yeah, I try.
Right.
That's right.
Except when you ask those 4th grade math questions like my daughters have. I'm like, when are they doing this crap? I'm like, don't ask me. I'll do it the right way, Chuck. That's not how they do it anymore, Daddy. I'm like, well, it gets the same way.
Yeah.
The same road, all right?
You can't teach them how we learn.
I know.
Awful.
Well, Trey, Meg, thank you guys so much. I love having you guys on. I miss y'all that I don't get to see you guys as much anymore as I want to. It's always a pleasure, always a good time. I always go out of my way if I know you're in the vicinity to come say and bother you guys. Yeah. And I always try to pick the most inopportune times. Like I'm like, when are they going to be injecting or when are they going to be finishing? Last one, we're going to go say hi.
And let me ask you this: when next time I see you, I know you'll have a bottle of something.
Always.
And will you have a separate cup, or do I have to drink after 500 other people drink out of it?
Oh no, it's a community. It's a community trade. Did you not hear me? Barbecue.
Spread COVID all over the place.
Hey, look, I learned in science class. Bourbon kills all germs, and it's always sanitary. It's always clean.
Are you serious? Is it really?
No. Yeah, it kills all. The proof that I do, 120 proof, kill everything. I promise you.
That's probably why most people
kill your brain cells too. It'll kill your brain cells along with it. No, I'll get you your special glass just for you, buddy.
And a hug.
And a hug. Always a hug. Always a hug.
Sounds good, bud.
Yeah. Well, it just he fits right here in my bosom, so he just loves a little.
Put my head right in there.
right here in the mystery machine. That's where Trey's head goes right here.
I'm gonna leave this chat.
Hey, guys, thank you guys so much. So before I let you go, this time I'll give a shout out to any of your sponsors you have and all that good jazz.
Oh yeah, Atlanta Barbecue Store,
Hunsaker Smokers,
and Meathead Charcoal, and
Spring Mountain Chicken.
Spring Mountain Chicken. Check out Spring Mountain Chicken for all your chicken needs.
That's right.
And handmade in Texas Tito's.
That's not a sponsor.
No, but Trey sponsors them.
It sponsors him.
Yeah.
After 1:30. Yes.
That's right. I'm gonna sneak a bottle over there. I'm like, I don't know how this happened, but
Yeah.
It's Friday. It's Friday night.
There you
No.
go, baby.
No, Friday night.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the trail.
All right. See you, AJ. Take care,
Bye.
buddy.
Yeah, man.
See you, buddy. All right, man. I love those guys.
Oh yeah,
They're-
they get people.
They're so nice. There's a lot of great people on barbecue, but they're one of the upper echelons for sure.
For sure.
Well, AJ, man, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, buddy.
Man, it's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to cooking some pro contests with you, man. It's gonna be definitely a change of scenery, but I'm definitely ready for it for sure.
Zebra's changing the stripes, baby.
Oh yeah.
Zebra's changing the stripe. We're gonna make a splash in the world. We're gonna get our names called. I'm excited for it, and it's gonna be a new adventure, and we'll see where it takes us, man. Maybe the state of Georgia will welcome us into its open arms, unlike when we were in backyard.
Y'all are pro now, so we can welcome you in.
That's right. Yeah. We call the top 10 in pro. But all right, guys, thank you so much. That's our show tonight. And as always, please do us a favor. You guys have been awesome here lately, especially here lately. But make sure to drop us a follow, like, subscribe. You can find us on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple. And I do apologize, guys. I'm about to drop 5 episodes, including this one tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout if you listen to on Apple and Spotify. It will be on there tomorrow. I've been slacking, and I'll drop a whole bunch of goodies. So also for Backyard, stay tuned. Next episode, we're going to have a giveaway that you guys are going to want to tune in for, because it's going to be a coveted giveaway. So make sure you guys tune in. And as always, we appreciate your audience, and we appreciate you. And when it comes to barbecue, make sure you're always
Right on.
right on.
That's all, folks.